he was there for a good little while at Shepherd's Pratt, where they was, trying to work with him, and we were all on the same, but wherever he was at, I'm going. And the thing is, the most hurtful thing is to put your child into a situation where they're not home with you and see the doors closed behind them, and nobody's going to treat your children like you treat them besides outside of your home. Nobody's going to treat your child like you would treat them at home. And he went through a lot, and he went through a lot that even present is still in his memories. It's still in this, and we still dealing with the, ups and downs. But from where he was, oh my gosh, so much better. And, he's never been locked up before, He never been, where it be policing that, as far as going locked up or getting in, trouble or being out in the street. It's just the things that we had to deal with the, with the mental illness. And I know for a fact that the way it looks, how we perceive another person, even with my situation, I know it's some things that, girl, you a little bipolar, saying, because certain things that, up and down that I deal with, and the one thing that I want and what he wants to do is we want to let people know that, first of all, this thing it's real of how they feel, or, how we react to how mental illness look, and and when they say that they need to talk, and when they say they need to, don't take them and say go to your room, or my son when we used to go see my son at these different places, not only that I wanted to do something just for him, I wanted to do something for the other kids too. So part of that might have been the guilt part of him being in the places that I felt, going there, because I know eventually we have to leave, because I'm going through the same cycle of my father taking me to, different prisons to go see my mom. And I know now how he felt, because I know how I feel, that I had to shut the door and not know that you're not coming home with me. So I had to leave him to know that he can't be home with us, So then sometimes I had to fake it until he makes it back home to say, man, we ain't really doing nothing, especially if we had a good day that we did something. We don't want him to feel that, hey, why was I that bad where I couldn't be, and understand, what he's going through. How can I sit on this side and not wear his shoes, because his feelings are, his feelings are accurate, his feelings and are valid. That's the main thing. So, we as a family was trying to figure out. We were doing, we used to do, like I said, we used to have this thing called Monday meetings that we would do as a family, consistent. And we had to write that, each person had to write something positive about the next person before we start off what our meeting is around the table. It could be anything for that day that they did. You felt that was positive, that they did, that they accomplished that day. And we were consistent for a minute, and then we just even because I was in childcare at the time, and I think that's when I would start doing a lot of classes and trying to get all this, work done, where I just let that just slide by the wayside. And then I know Anthony would come and bring it up at time. When we going to have our meetings? When we going to have, being consistent. Therapy is, I welcome therapy in this world to 125% for African-American family. It's so helpful for us to get the therapy that we need for our kids. And I remember my kids, we had a real good therapist. He was real young, and don't let that age fool you. Don't let that age fool you. Don't slip. And he did a pyramid of my family, from dysfunction, how it starts from the head, my parents, to how it affects me and my brothers and, to my kids. And with the dysfunction and come a being, abandonment as far as with my mom, or my father just tried to always give us stuff, and then he working all the time until we able to do our little trips or whatever. But he allowed my kids to put me in the circle and tell their truth of how they felt towards me as them coming up when we being addicted to drugs. And it's like I have 3 kids. It's like double to a knife. That's 6 of them. Going in your dagging. Going in your dagging. I mean, their truth though. So